Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm great. What about you?
Uh, Great. I like that people, I like when people say something other than fine. It makes me very happy. I'm like, oh, adjectives. I'm not great, but I'm good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. How come you are so great? Please and share your greatness with me. What's happening in your
Yeah,
life?
uh, on my life, nothing special, but thing is that Argentina wins the Copa America. That's why I'm very happy. And still,
This is true. They are the kings of the world of South America, I should say.
yeah, yeah. Thing is,
Um, mhm. Tell me.
I think you may be a supporter of England, so you still not happy right now.
I don't like England, no. So here's my problem. I have a problem with England. I like English League, yes, because it's a mixture of different
Hmm.
cultures, but I don't like the arrogance. Let's use the word arrogance.
Okay.
The arrogance of the English
Yeah.
people and how, especially against the
Yes.
Danish.
True.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're very arrogant people. And
Yeah.
I was actually hoping that Italy would win just because I felt like it was a well-deserved win because I thought
Hmm.
that, like we talked about this before, I thought they were the most,
Yes.
the strongest team in the
Compact.
tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Hmm.
I'm actually happy that England didn't win.
Yeah.
Um, also because at first England was being a bit controversial with like the whole having the
Yes.
match at
Hmm.
Wembley, and Hungary was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, if
Even
you don't
after,
want it, we'll take it."
even after the match, I mean, the Italy versus England, there's so much fighting and things. The bad image created in English supporters. So, yeah.
They're just angry people. When it comes to football, you would never think that English people are polite and friendly and well-mannered if you only met football people, like football fans, because they're drunk, belligerent, potty mouths, like they just swear all the
Uh,
time, angry, violent, especially when they drink. Have you been to
mm,
England?
mhm.
Have you been to England?
No, no.
Don't go. Just kidding. It's nice. It's a nice country.
Okay.
Um, no, there are. I'll definitely tell you there are definitely two different types of English people. The ones that are,
Yeah.
know how to behave themselves, and the ones that don't. Um,
Mm.
I didn't
Yeah,
know there was any
when it
point.
comes to, yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to sports like cricket, football, they get more emotional and they things do like with the Danish and with the Italian they did. So
It's all they got going for themselves. I think that's the problem. Um, the English live and breathe and eat football. Like that is their, and sports, cricket as well. Like that's their lives, right?
hmm,
When
yeah.
you live in a country that has terrible weather, you really
Mm,
all they do is drink and watch sports, really. The ones
hmm,
that are not
yeah.
professional players, right? And so I think
Yes, yes.
that's part of the problem. Hmm. Um, in I don't know about in you're from Bangladesh, no? That's what you
Hmm,
in your
hmm.
country. I'm sure you guys probably have better weather, better culture. People are more like, conversational. They know how to have a good time without alcohol, no?
No, no, no. I mean, we
Do you
don't have
not?
that culture to
No?
no alcohol. I mean,
No,
it's kind of
yeah.
restrict. It's kind of restricted here because I mean, I don't know why. Somehow it's restricted, and
Mhm.
yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. You guys have like a completely different culture where you know how to enjoy yourselves without alcohol.
Hmm.
Where I think in
Yeah.
England it's the opposite in which people don't know how
Yeah.
there's something about northern countries. There's something about northern countries because northern countries seem to drink more. I don't know if it's partially because weather, climate, the
Hmm.
darkness. They have a lot of darkness, especially in winter, and they drink their pain,
Yeah.
depression away, or
Well.
drink more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So, by
that's
the
what
way,
I
do you
think.
drink also?
Not like that. Not like an angry person.
Okay.
I have been to England and I have been drunk in England, but I'm not a drinker anymore. Like I drink to enjoy now. I drink something because I like it. A lot of times when you're younger, I don't know, people just drink to get drunk, right? And it's not
Yeah.
fun. It's depressing actually, because it's like you wake up feeling
Yeah.
terrible, and yeah. But
And
for you guys,
it all
sorry, tell me.
yeah, I mean, it's after drinking some days, it became habit and it increased day by day. So,
It can, right? And that's how alcoholism starts. So, and it's expensive. It hits you in the wallet and it hits you in the head. Like you get headaches,
uh,
you drink too much, right? It's not cheap. It's not cheap to drink.
okay.
Yeah,
But we as I said, like we don't have the culture to drink alcohol, but there are so many people who smokes, cigarette.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, to be fair. Both are lethal in some way, shape, or form. Um, do you smoke? Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no.
not at all.
You don't seem like a smoker. Usually smokers have like those like deep raspy voices, like rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good for you. Yeah, I'm actually, so here's my one thing, and I know this is always about money, but we're in a pandemic of a respiratory illness that is fatal. Why haven't the government globally decided to, I don't know, ban or reduce the selling of cigarettes if they really cared about population and not money? This is my first question. Um,
Uh,
Especially if you're not going to do that. I don't know about in your country, but in Canada,
mhm.
it's very, very strict about where you can smoke. Okay. So
Mm.
you are not allowed in Canada to smoke in front of a doorway where people are going in and out. You have to go 20 meters away from the building
Oh,
to have a
that's
cigarette.
cool.
Yeah. Good. Right? No secondhand smoke, because
Hmm.
secondhand smoke kills
Yes,
people.
yes,
Cool.
yes,
Second,
yes, yes. Of course. Hmm.
if you're
Yeah,
having a
indirect.
dinner,
I mean,
sorry, tell me.
I mean, indirectly, you're smoking. If someone smokes by you, so.
Secondhand, right? Secondhand smoke.
Hmm.
People in
Yeah.
Europe are not aware of this like passive smoking being dangerous, because you can still smoke everywhere. There are even some places that you can smoke inside. I don't know if it's legal, but people do it. Um,
Okay.
yeah, the one thing in Canada, I don't know about in your country, but I'm only comparing basically the EU, because that's where I spent most of my time the last 10
Mm-hmm.
years in Canada. But people can openly just smoke, have a cigarette, eating dinner outside on a terrace, and there could be a child beside you, or there could be like an old lady over there that maybe doesn't appreciate the secondhand smoke. But nobody seems
Mm.
to care, right? And that was actually one complaint that we
Yeah.
had. That was one complaint we had. We were out eating a couple of weeks ago at a restaurant, and the one complaint we had
Mm.
to the it wasn't the owner, but it was just the server. When they asked how everything was, we're like, oh, everything was fantastic, except you should think about bringing this up to your manager and to the government, that
Mm.
non-smokers don't appreciate breathing in smoke while we're having dinner,
Yes, yes.
especially during a
Mm.
pandemic,
So true.
right?
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is
Mm.
my thought process. Yes, that's my thought process. But it's essential. Cigarettes are
Uh,
essential.
but to be honest, yeah. I mean, but to be honest, I tried once in smoking because of the
Hmm.
excitement, and it
Hmm.
was terrible.
I tried smoking too. It is terrible. I'm glad you agree. It's like it burns. It like tastes bad. You're like, what? I didn't understand it either. I didn't understand the pleasure or the addiction that people had. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, what do you? And because
I
I play
mean,
football, yeah,
it has
nicotine.
one thing that nicotine, so it addicts
Mm.
you after time by time. I mean, it'll not addict you by 1 or 2 days. It will
Yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 years. I mean, the longer you take, the more you will be addicted. So yeah.
We used to, I don't know if this is a myth, but they used to say every cigarette takes away 7 minutes of your life. I don't know if this is a myth. I don't know where this evidence comes
Mm.
from, but this is a
It can
saying.
be.
Can be, right? 7 minutes adds up. I guess so.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's I didn't just smoke once. Like I smoked multiple cigarettes, and I still didn't find because I was desperately trying to find what people enjoyed about it, and I'm like, I don't get it. Every cigarette I
Me
have
too.
makes me feel sick. I feel terrible.
Uh,
So I think that was
yeah,
my
and
body's
it
way of
and up
protecting.
and also like after taking the cigarettes or smokes, and your like dress or your whole body got very bad smelled.
Hair, even when you're around smokers, the hair, your finger, bleh, it's horrible. Yeah, it doesn't leave you. It's not a good,
Yeah.
it's not a good scene. But these industries, I have lots of problems with these kind of corporations that actually run the world, right? Corporations like the
Yes, yes, yes.
tobacco
Yeah,
monopoly and
government
alcohol
can. I mean,
monopoly.
government can stop these things because they got so much tax from it, so they can't stop it.
So much revenue, it's crazy. Yeah. But the one thing that I've multiple times expressed my disappointment and anger about how not once in any country or from any person have I heard during the pandemic people to say, hey, make sure you're not smoking or drinking alcohol. Try to avoid these things. Eat healthy,
Hmm.
right? Eat healthy food. Eat more fruits
Yes.
and vegetables. Get your vitamins. Get your sleep. Get your
Yeah.
sunshine. Not once have
Hmm.
I heard any government say this. Only I've heard wash your hands, put on a mask,
Yeah.
social distance. If public health,
Yes.
if this is your best advice to us during the pandemic, you need to go and get another job because you failed at your job very much. This is
Yes. Yes. Yes.
this is what I think. I studied personal training and health and fitness and all this stuff. Not for very long. I'm not a public health expert, but even then, this is what I've been telling people the whole time. Just
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's good advice, no?
Yeah.
I think it.
Hmm.
Do you find that you eat healthy? Do you think you eat healthy, or do you think you could fix your eating habits?
Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to eat healthy because, I mean, over last 12 months, I was very fat. I increased my weight over 12 kgs in over 12 months. So I try to right now fix my uh, eating plans
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's worked, and I'm actually I decreased my weight a little bit, probably 6 kgs from then. So
Six
I'm
kilos,
trying to
nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm trying to keep the balance a bit on it. So yeah,
yeah.
we can say
No,
that.
but that's good though. What was it that you had to remove from your diet? What were you eating before that you had to remove from your diet that you thought this is not good for me?
uh Actually, I was eating so much like carbohydrate kind of food, so it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't healthy.
Like
And
pastas and
also,
rice.
yeah, most of the rice, and yeah, and also like I never don't really eating like fruits or vegetables too much. So I'm trying to add more vegetables and fruits on my eating plan. So yeah,
Your diet,
and it
yeah.
has worked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's good though. And have you discovered a favorite fruit that you have now or a favorite vegetable that you enjoy eating now? Is there any foods that you're like, "Oh, before I thought they were terrible, but now I think they're okay." Are there any fruits or vegetables that you really like?
No, no, no. I mean, I don't really think that any foods or things are terrible. But yeah, I like mango the most, and
Mm,
right now it's enough mangoes here. So it's very also very cheap, so I can buy in a reasonable price, and I can eat,
mm.
and it's very healthy. So
You're so lucky. Mangoes are cheap there. Mangoes are not cheap here. Mangoes are so expensive. What about a vegetable?
okay,
Yeah.
mm, but also green vegetables like more of a leaf, uh,
Leafy greens?
things like that. I
Let's
Yes.
learn some
I
fruit
can't
food
really.
vocabulary. Leafy greens like spinach,
Hmm.
lettuce, kale. I don't know what else you would eat.
Hmm.
What's leafy? That's all I know. Arugula. Do you see that? Do you have
Okay.
translation there, or you just have English? English? Do you know any of these words?
No, no, no.
No, you don't know any of them. I can show you pictures of them. Let's learn. Food vocabulary is important. Oops, let me see here. Let's go here. Okay, so we have spinach. Spinach. This is spinach. Can you see? Spinach? Do you eat spinach?
Mm, no.
No? What about just
Okay, okay.
normal lettuce?
Yeah, seems like familiar. Yeah.
Lettuce? Does it look
Mm.
familiar? Like in salads, no? Lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
lettuce.
This. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. This one
Um,
also looking familiar as well.
it's called lettuce. What is it? Can you type I don't know, type names of foods in obviously in your language, and then I can see what the translations are because I'm curious. I'm curious to what it is that you eat, and this way you can learn some
Uh,
new vocabulary.
okay. I will try to write in English. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not English, but you can search it on Google.
Yeah, I'm going to. Is that a chicken? Did I just hear a chicken?
No,
What was that? I just
no.
heard. Was that a child? Oh, Pepe. That's not it.
Yeah.
Is it a vegetable? No.
It's a vegetable, and it's also called fruit also. And we also Oh, no, no, no. This
No,
doesn't look
that's
familiar.
not right at all. Maybe I have to change the country. I don't know if they'll have Bangladesh here though. Bastards. It's not in alphabetical order. Yeah, this is not very helpful. All regions. Okay. Peppa. No, Peppa Pig. No. No, thank you. No, why is it just showing me pasta?
Okay, and
That's so strange. Asparagus? No.
okay.
Avocado? No. This is what we should do. Your homework is to find the names of the vegetables in English. Because
I
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to find them.
Yeah. Probably I'll try to tell you in the next lesson because
Next
I'm
lesson,
forget yeah,
you forget.
because I'm forgetting
Or
all of
bring
it.
them to the lesson. Bring the food to the lesson and then you can show them to me. And be like, these are the vegetables I eat. And then I can tell you
Yeah,
what they're called. We'll make it like a
yeah,
visual
sure.
lesson. Bring a basket
Yes,
of
of
fruit.
course I'll try to. I'll try to.
Anyone you live with is gonna be like, why are you showing the person on your computer food? Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's learning.
Uh,
It's about learning. But okay. Okay,
mm,
so
yeah.
point being, you lost weight, you did very well, change your diet, eat vegetables, eat fruits, got rid of carbohydrates. What about exercising? Was exercising ever a thing that you liked doing before? Like any type of exercising, running, walking, sports, any?
Uh, Actually, I don't really enjoy exercising, but right now I'm trying to doing it probably 30 minutes a day. Just jumping a little bit, push-ups, and running a little bit as well. So yeah, just
Yeah,
for 30
okay.
minutes a day.
But 30 minutes is perfect. 30 minutes is a great amount of time. I've been telling myself I need to go for a run since last Thursday. It's Tuesday. 5 days without running. So
Uh, but you
I
do
do
exercise in home, right?
yeah, well, because my gym closed down. It went out of business like 12 days ago on the 30th of June. So I was going to the gym
Mhm.
like a lot before. And here I
Uh,
have, well, my weights are not here. My weights are over there. But I have like weights and I have like because I like lifting weights. I'm a personal trainer. I love lifting weights. I also have these things,
Oh my God.
these like bands for like legs and
Mhm.
stuff. But
Oh.
no, I've always liked lifting because I played football and I needed to have strong legs playing football because
Of
otherwise
course. Yeah.
reduce the risk of injury, right? I don't like to be skinny
Mhm.
like Neymar. Like being here's the thing about little skinny football players. I don't understand how you can be a
No.
professional athlete
Mhm.
and have no muscle. I
Mm.
don't understand this.
Yes, yes.
Um, I like to be more like the Cristiano Ronaldo types, where like you work out
Mm.
to be good,
Yeah.
right? You want to be good, you want to look good on the field, like running and stuff. You don't want to look like an
Yeah.
asshole. So working out is fun. Um, but
Mhm.
what about your friends? Like, do you any of your friends like
Yeah.
exercising
Okay,
and the
so
same as you?
what is your thought on Messi wins his like what is it uh
My thought.
wins his first major title?
Sorry, say that again. What was my thought on Messi? What did you say?
No, similar like me, they don't really like
Ah,
exercising. But I don't know what to
okay.
do. But I surely I know. I mean, but I surely